The trial in the murder of former Bafana Bafana and Orlando Pirates captain is expected to get underway today in the High Court in Pretoria. The 5 accused in the case face charges of murder, attempted murder, armed robbery, possession of firearms without a license, and the possession of ammunition. And it has been almost 8 years since the murder of Senzo Meyiwa. Well, for more on this, let's cross now to our reporter Chriselda, who is there for us at the Pretoria High Court, just to give us a sense of the build-up, the expectations for today's trial as it is set to kick off. Chriselda, good morning. So almost 8 years in the making. So where are we today and what's it looking like there at the court?
Well, that's right, Sakina. The Meyiwa family already arrived here in the province from KwaZulu-Natal at what is expected to be the start of the trial of the soccer star, as you indicated, 8 years after he was killed. So the 5 accused in this matter will begin standing trial, but we believe, Sakina, that the lawyer representing the accused of 4 of them is likely to bring a special plea, arguing that his clients have basically been wrongfully accused. On the sidelines of that as well, Sakina, you'd know, this past Thursday, one of the murder accused in this matter, Muzisibia, was sentenced to 12 years in the Foster's Magistrates Court, and this is related to a separate matter. And it's certainly believed that the court at the time had declared him unfit to possess a firearm after he was convicted for the attempted murder of Ndomenhle Ndaba as well as Mfanelo Mbatha, who he attacked in a hail of bullets. So those 2 had survived. So also this trial, Sakina, is coming as a new documentary you might have heard has come out after depicting the years after Senzo Meyiwa was killed. In other news, Sakina, so much happening around this particular case. Meyiwa's brother Sifiso, who's expected to be here with his sisters at the court this morning, has also told SABC News that police have requested to see him relating to allegations of corruption. In a video that I will post on social media in just a few moments, he has indicated that you received a communication from the police, and the police are saying this is relating to a case pertaining to corruption. In that video, Sifiso Meyiwa says that he's being accused of corruption over what he says he knows or has discovered about this case into the murder of his brother Senzo Meyiwa. So he says he's being threatened, he believes, and he also mentions another individual who's also being threatened as well. So there's a lot that is happening in this particular case. While we're expecting today this trial to get underway, we know that the lawyer representing 4 of the accused in this murder trial indicating they will bring an application for that special plea. Recall, as we look back, Sakina, at the time that the matter was being heard on the East Rand in Johannesburg, the accused had maintained that they have nothing to do with this particular case. Every time the presiding magistrate at the time had presided over this particular matter, there were constant murmurs from the dock in which they were standing, where they maintained that they have nothing to do with the murder of Senzo Meyiwa. They have no case to answer to. So this special plea that is being brought here this morning seeks to make an application to exactly that, in that the lawyer will then argue that the 4 of the accused in this matter are basically have nothing to do with this case. They have no case to answer to the state. So that is what we're expecting to happen here outside court as well as inside. The Meyiwa family will be arriving, of course, with AfriForum a little bit later on this morning. Proceedings will get underway at 10 o'clock. And the Meyiwas have promised to speak to us, because this would be certainly a very surreal moment for them. 8 years after Senzo Meyiwa was killed, the trial is set to begin today, but whether there will be a spanner in the works, if I may, would remain to be seen on the basis of this special plea which we are expecting to be brought to this court. Will that delay this case in any manner or form? That certainly remains to be seen. We will hear from the Meyiwa family with regard to how they're feeling about 8 years on, this case expecting to start, and we'll certainly ask Senzo Meyiwa to elaborate a bit more on these allegations that have been made against him, he says, of corruption over what he says are regarding developments that he has discovered pertaining to his brother's case. Sakina.
Well, very interesting and curious, and one dare say all the more convoluted as it moves along. But Chriselda Lewis will park it there for the time being. Chriselda will have more on the latest developments in this story for us as and when it happens. As you can see, she is outside the court, so as people arrive, Chriselda no doubt will let us in on what their thoughts are ahead of the proceedings kicking off today. Well,